Well, hi everybody. She's back. Um, Boy, I've been on a high all week, and shouldn't have been. I guess there's been a lot. Maybe it's because I haven't listened to the news as much this week. Although I paid attention to what's going on. Um, I had something really interesting happen to me this morning when I woke up, and I've been pretty high about that all day. Uh, I woke up saying something that when I was a little girl, I didn't even call Santa Claus Santa. But I remember I dreamed I had like this magic ticket, so maybe I better go get a lotto ticket this week. But anyway, I had misplaced it, the wind had blown it or something, and I was looking under this bench for it. And I went straight from there, and it woke me up because I was saying it out loud. And I was saying, Santa is coming this week. Now, I wrote it down, or I uh, had my phone there, and I set it right into it really quick so I could remember. And I'm glad I did, because by the time I got to my daughter's 3 hours later, I says, oh, I dreamed that Christmas was coming tomorrow or something like that, which was totally different than what this was. This is Santa is coming this week. And then after that, I remembered that dream, and I wrote, I have the winning ticket. So I don't know what the ticket part meant, although over the years, sometimes when I'm getting intuitive dreams, something real strange happens in them to get my attention before it comes through what I really should be, what my guides are really trying to tell me. And I feel like it's Rennick. All day long I felt like he was just in step with me and helping me heal and giving me energy, because I went swimming today, and I did a reading today, and I did a 2-hour massage yesterday, and I've just been energized. And this whole week, and I was hoping it was just a shift in our energy, in our world energy. If not, it sure been a shift in my energy, so maybe it was a healing coming through to me, because I felt a lot of healing energy coming through in the massage I gave yesterday. And it wasn't coming from me, it was coming through me into actually it was my daughter I was giving the massage to yesterday. But before I go any further, I've had a couple of donations this week just out of the blue, and it made me feel so good. Really made me feel good, and I want to thank you, the ones that did it. And if anybody was interested in donating, if you go to me on YouTube, to the home page, and open up the home page, there is a place on there where you can touch it, and it opens up a way to donate. I don't know if I've ever said that before. I mean, I don't think I have. Maybe. Sometimes I forget what I say. But I've been really blessed with a couple of readings I've done this week. I've had some really nice, beautiful energy people to work with. And if you're listening to this, Linda, one of them is you. You just came through to me so sweet and so precious. And so I wanted you to know that. And so another thing that I was gonna come up with, and I couldn't believe it. I had already written this down to see if I could do a card reading on it. And lo and behold, the last place I could ever think of this information coming from, I think it actually came from MSNBC, the Morning Joy deal. I always tape it, even I don't always watch it, but I always tape it just in case for my weekend news. And I had written this down. I was actually going to read on it, but I think she answered it. And it was, why do the major political news, MSNBC, CNN, and all these people, why are they gaslighting? I was wondering, why are they bringing people out, one to take one side, one to take the other side, like they're sitting there debating about the president like he's not crazy. And it is just, it's so weird. It's like a person sitting there, somebody slit their throat, they're bleeding to death, and they're sitting there saying, well, is that person really hurt, or is he, it's just, it's like. But today I actually heard it on the Joy Reid show. She said most of the news organizations were afraid to go there because once they really admitted that our president was a total nut job, that then they would have to talk about it all the time or every time. Well, if that's what they have to talk about, let them talk about it. Start debating how crazy is he instead of just, is he crazy? That's like I said, the person laying there bleeding to death, and you say, well, are they going to die or are they really bleeding? And you just sit there and watch them bleed to death. But anyway, so hopefully that might change, because it's really funny that I was thinking about putting it down to read on it and then had it come out. So what I'm going to do, because I'm going to be going away the first of the month, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish out what I started with. I'm going to read on this month coming up, but it's Santa is coming this week. This week, isn't this a new week starting? So I think that means there's some really good news coming out for most of the people and the world. So that, where that's going. So I think I'll just do a 4-card 4 across about it and see if it's maybe the tax returns, the information on the missing money from the inauguration, and then we'll do a line on is it on Russia? Should have wrote clear. I knew better than that. I wanted this where I could just sit here and read this and not have to take any time. Or is it indictments from SD and SDNY? So if I set this over here, I'd probably be able to read it better. And had I grabbed my glasses, but I don't think I really need my glasses for this. But we'll see. If I do, I'll put it on hold and get up and grab them. And that, I don't think I need them. Let's go with this. Let's get the, I still like these cards here. Let's, so if Santa's coming this week, kind of early for Christmas, let's see what Santa's bringing us. What's Santa bringing us? It says I got the winning ticket, so I'm also going to go buy a lotto ticket this week, because maybe it was personal. Everything to me is so, where my mind's at, and I automatically, especially thought it was an intuitive dream, and thought it was coming through about political stuff. Okay, let's see what these cards are coming up with. So, okay, if Santa's coming this week, what's he bringing us? Is he bringing us something to do with the tax returns? Oh, I wonder if I got those upside down. I do. Something to do with, I already seen what the first card was. Let's see what's on the bottom of these too. Oh, this is wonderful. Looky here. We got justice on the bottom. That is great. So now let's see what so we got justice on the bottom, and I already seen the first card because I turned it over as a thief. So it's about some kind of underhanded thievery that's been going on. So whatever's coming out, it's about thievery. And the first line was supposed to be the tax returns, so maybe it's going to be something to do with those tax returns. So the first one card out is the thief card. And for some reason, when we hear about this theft and what it was it's being, and it's something to do with the tax returns, it's going to bring strength to the people. It's going to bring strength. This is the feminine strength. It's going to bring, any time strength comes to the feminine, it's truth coming out. So there's going to be truth coming out. The next one. Okay, we're going to have two of these subjects running in together. The next one is the Two of Wands. It's also, if it's in the tax returns, there's going to be dealings in there, I feel, about laundered money. This is like Russia overseas, dealings around the world. It's going to be about laundered money all over the world, and things not being the same, or them not matching or something. So that's going to be the challenge to them. And this is the Emperor, but this isn't Trump, this is a judge. So there's going to be, this is going to be court case, this is going to be to do with the law. I don't know if it's from the Southern District of New York or whatever, but it's the, which it would be, I guess, if it's the tax returns. I think that's where they're trying to get him. Well, they're also trying to get him in the House. But anyway, it's coming, something's coming out about him, about the thievery and them not being done right, the mishandling of them. It's going to give the feminine energy strength, which is good. It's a spiritual good energy of the world. It's going to be doing, it's going to have to do with overseas, and it's going to be something to do with the law, judgment, the law. So that's what we got in there for the first row across. The second one is that information on the missing money from the inauguration. You know, there was, it looked like millions of dollars lost, or it wasn't lost, we know it wasn't lost, but it was stuck somewhere from that inauguration that's never been accounted for. So let's see if some of it might be coming from there. Well, they've been trying to balance that out with, oh yeah, we gave you all the paperwork on it, when they didn't, all this stuff. So they've been trying to baffle us with bullshit on this one. And but they're not going to be able to much longer. This truth is coming out here. We got the star next. That's what's going on now. So the truth's coming out about some of the stuff about the inauguration too. Is this stuff going to hit all at once? Where the money's buried, where some of this money went. That's the challenge. They're going to have to show where it went. And this is like money you got put back in your pocket. So wherever it went, it's in the wrong place. We know that. It's not in the Republican Party's pocket or something where it was supposed to be. And the outcome of that, in these cards, it's the King of Cups, but he doesn't look as emotional as he does in the other ones. So I think that this information is going to point back to Donald Trump, because this is also an emotional card. Maybe that's one reason he's been walking around saying he's Jesus Christ returned. Who knows? Who knows what makes him do anything? The scary thing is he believes it. But anyway, that's the scariest thing. Okay, and then number 3. Is it to do with Russia? Yeah, Russia. Number 3 across, is it to do with Russia? Well, they've been trying to block everything that's to do with Russia. They've been walking on eggs trying to keep Russia out of the middle of this missing money and tax returns and laundered money and inauguration money that's missing. But what's going on now, maybe this is why Trump's freaking out. Maybe he knows this is coming out. Some really, really bad stuff is coming out on Russia and him. And for some reason, when this comes out, he thinks Putin's going to help save his butt. I don't know why. But he's actually going to look that way to help him get out of this mess. And I don't have a clue what that could be. I just don't have a clue what it could be. But anyway, that's what's coming up here. And the outcome of that is he's going to be out in the cold. When that all comes out, all this stuff with Russia, he's going to be out in the cold. Is this all going to come out at once? It couldn't all come out at once. There's just too much information to even process there. But looks like the cards are saying, yeah, that this stuff is heading out. Maybe not all of it will come out. Maybe it'll just start coming out. But it says Santa is coming this week, so we're definitely getting a gift. Okay, and the next one is... are these indictments from SDNY? Well, we got the world card here, so it's something the whole world's going to be interested in, and it is in that row. So maybe it is, or maybe it's just news and energy about them getting ready to come out, but it's going to change the whole world view when it comes out. All this stuff he's been up to. He's been getting away with everything, but I don't think anything to do with women would slow anything down or anything. So maybe it's going to be the dirty money that's going to finally get people's attention, where they just know they can't hold in there any longer. Who knows? Man's crazy and they're still holding in. And so in the present on this, we got the Queen of Wands here. Sometimes this is Nancy Pelosi. I should have wrote those bigger. But I don't think this is. This is from Southern District of New York. I think this is Letitia James. Wow. Look at this. This is the obstacle. And a lot of times this is Putin. Is he going to dump stuff? Is he going to dump Trump and dump stuff? I don't. Personally, I've never thought that's what he's going to do, as long as he's doing his bidding, which he's kind of got Trump jumping through hoops. I can't imagine that happening, but don't be surprised if Russia isn't even tangled up in this stuff in New York. Probably maybe to do with the tax returns and maybe something else. But anyway, Russia's involved in that some way. And maybe it's right next to this card for Letitia James, so maybe they're going to get all the information they need. Maybe this information's, one of the courts or other courts are going to come through and say, yeah, this has to be released. And the last card on here is the deal being made. So it has to be something really bad. If this is, they've been trying to make deals with Trump to leave already. I'm sure somebody has, and it looks like this is the deal being made. So let's go down these real quick. We'll start down the first one here. And the first one was tax returns, and we got, judgment on the king, on Trump. That's going to put him out in the cold, so that would be judgment against him. And he might be trying to make a deal on those tax returns before it's over. They're going to get out in the open. Well, maybe they won't get shown to everybody. Maybe he'll, who knows, but he's going to be trying to deal on them. They're that drastic. And the next one is on the missing money from the inauguration. Some of that money went to Russia. I'm thinking, well, a lot of it came in from Russia. We know that. But for some reason, I'm feeling from this card that some of it might have went back. Maybe he owed Putin some money or something. But they're going to find that that money's even connected to Russia in some way. And somebody thought they had enough, thought they had a bunch of money stepped back. They got their hands on a lot of that money. You know what? I still think this is overseas. And sometimes this is the card for Putin. So when they start looking for this missing money, or maybe they'll find out more about where it came from. It either all came from Russia, a lot more. Well, they knew a lot of it came from Russia because they had second people from Russia given to people over here to give to the inauguration, to get them invited to the inauguration. So we know that a lot of it came from Russia. But some of it might have got filtered back to Russia. That was a lot of money. It was in the millions and millions. So there was a lot of money missing on that inauguration. And the third one was, here we go with, this wasn't even supposed to be about Russia, but the third one is about Russia. There's going to be secrets revealed about Russia. Here's the star, which is Trump going down, 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 down to total obscurity. And this was Letitia James in the reading across, but this could be Nancy Pelosi or Letitia James. It could be either one. And then we're going to go over to the last one. Is it the San Diego, listen to me, New York, Southern District of New York. Starts out, yep, there's been a lot of thievery going on. They've been trying to hide it. It's been thievery about money. They've been walking on eggs because they're terrified that the truth about this money is going to get out, and it's going to get out. So maybe they're going to get his taxes, at least there and a couple other places. So that's what I'm thinking about's coming out. And it'd be wonderful if it came out this week. Still got that. Santa's coming this week. So let's hope that some of this stuff comes out this week. That would be a good omen for me if it came out, because I definitely felt like I was being told something. So we'll see if anything comes out there. And then I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to do another video because I'm getting ready to leave. And I want to do one for the month coming up. And some of this... Oh, I have to cut this out because I'm going to make these two videos in case you only watch one. I don't know why. I assume you're going to watch the next one. If anybody wants a personal reading, it's lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. And email me and I'll get back to you right away with some information on that. And if you would, if anybody wants to make a donation, there is a donation button on my channel on the home page. So anyway, I just want to thank everybody for watching this, and I am just so grateful. This has been my grateful week, and I think I'm the most grateful for my viewers and for the replies, because it's actually made my life fuller to know that there's other people out there that feel like I do. So anyway, thank you everybody, and bye-bye now.